Hey, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Joe Noodle, finally back with our vlog. I know it's been a cool minute, like around a year or so, but I'm back and I really do mean I hope to make some more vlogs this time around. I'm free, I haven't really been doing anything besides work, and yeah, I really want to get this started. And to be honest, I came around to doing this and being inspired to pick up my camera again from watching my first video at like 4 or 5 a.m. a couple days ago. I tried making a video, but you could definitely tell my energy isn't there. But here we are. If you guys end up liking the video, consider leaving a like, commenting down below what you guys thought about the video and what you guys want to see more of. And let's get right into this. So back in April of last year, I got my ears pierced, as you can see, which is kind of funny because I remember telling myself for the longest time I was going to get my ears pierced. But after a couple important people in my life telling me, you should get your ears pierced, I decided to try it. And it really grew on me. So I really like this look now. I'll put a little before and after of how I looked, where you guys can see like my last video. I didn't have my ears pierced. Fast forward a couple months, a couple of my mentors pitched in for my first music festival / rave, Hard Summer. It's definitely a really fun experience and I hope to come out to more. I've slowly been getting into EDM music more, and yeah, I've mostly been listening to night bass. I know a lot of friends that go to raves and I hope to make some more memories with them. For sure. I think my next rave is going to be Hard Summer again this year. Should be pretty fun. It's in a couple months from now. But yeah, a week or so after my first rave, I went to Kauai. It was one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had. Went on a helicopter ride, went snorkeling, you know, all the Hawaii stuff to do. And Kauai is pretty unique. Like, it's not as developed as, say, Oahu, which has a bunch of like not skyscrapers, like just like buildings, like more modern buildings and development, I guess you could say. But Kauai is definitely a lot more naturist. I remember going on a hike as well. That was pretty tiring, but the view was definitely beautiful. I took a couple pictures, which are on my portfolio. If you guys want, check them out. I'll try out a couple clips of when I vlogged in Kauai. I did make a vlog, but I never got around to editing them. They're pretty old now, so I don't think I'll make a full vlog of when I went. But there's definitely some views that I want to share with y'all.
In the summertime, got me flying kinda like a butterfly. Watch my 6 and I can be your number 9. In the summertime, got you sleeping lullaby. 6 to 9, we making all a dollar sign. In the summertime, got me flying butterfly. Watch my 6 and I can be your number 9. In the summertime, got you sleeping lullaby. 6 to 9, we making all a dollar sign. In the summertime, fresh you and some cider wine. 1 to 10, baby, you can be my silver dime. Always blowing up, I thought you were mine. Running through my head and I'm losing track.
A couple weeks after my week or so trip in Kauai, I was starting school and it was also my birthday. I didn't really do too much for my 20th birthday. I just got to barbecue with some friends and mentors, which was pretty fun nonetheless. You know, school was pretty easy at the beginning of the semester, so I wasn't tripping too much. A couple weeks into the semester, I got my first job. One of my friends recommended me at the place he worked, at this boba shop, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm taking steps towards learning to become an adult. A couple weeks after that though, on September 11th, I got into my first car accident. And here's a little story time for y'all. I was in a relationship, and you know, love makes you do phenomenal things, but it also makes you do some crazy, stupid things. And this is one of those crazy, stupid things. So the day before, I had school and training from my new job. And after that, I had schoolwork to work on. And I ended up finishing around like 2 a.m. So after I finished my schoolwork, I decided to head up to LA area, which is where my mom's at. It is a little closer from where I was at the time to Temecula, about like an hour, hour and a half closer to the bay than where I was. So I thought it'd be a good idea. The plan was to get to her place before she even woke up. I had done it before for 6 months being in a relationship, and I thought it would work again, but I wasn't really thinking much of myself at the time. I was just thinking about being a good boyfriend. So I only slept for like 2 hours, and I started driving. I didn't drink any coffee or eat any food. I just headed straight there because, you know, I had this goal in mind as a man on a mission, trying to make things work. She didn't think I was coming, so I thought it'd be something nice I could do. So around 3 hours in, like I was chilling, but getting to like the 3.5 hour mark, I started dozing off. So I took a quick 20-minute nap. I exited off the freeway, of course, just parked my car. So I wake up feeling pretty refreshed, you know. That 20-minute nap definitely did help, but it wasn't enough. So I started driving again, and I dozed off one more time, and I'm heading towards the center. It's not really a divider, but like center gap on the I-5 North, if you guys know where that is. This little grass area and a dip. So I tried correcting real quick, and I ended up losing control of my car. I started heading towards the other side of the freeway on the right side, and there's also another dip and like a little grass area. So yeah, having no control of the car, I ended up flipping over like a full turn and like a quarter, and I ended up, you know, getting a car accident from sleeping behind the wheel, which sucks because I know I'm a good driver, and you know everyone's gonna talk their shit, but at least I'm here. The car ended up like this way, so like on the driver's side was on like the floor, so I had to like not crawl out, like push myself out of the car through like the other side. Luckily I didn't hit anyone, and luckily people were there to call for help. It's crazy because the first thing I thought of when everything happened, or like towards the end of when everything happened, when the car stopped, is I'm alive, and it's crazy. Like I definitely could have died in that accident, and I'm lucky to be here. But I remember also thinking, if anything had happened and you know I ended up passing away in that accident, I would have lived a life without any regrets. Like, of course there's stuff that I wanted to do, but I'm perfectly content with what I had done up to that point. Of course I want to do more, but you know, I lived my life without any boundaries. Like I did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. So I want to give that to y'all as well. I want to encourage you guys to live your life without any regrets and keep moving towards your goals and passions and dreams. Just do what makes you happy. Like, you have one life. You don't know when it can end. Life is short. So just keep going for it. Might be hard. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is yourself. So think for yourself, love yourself, and the rest will follow. On the other hand, like, it reminded me of the passions, goals, and dreams that I have. And one of that is making videos. I know it didn't really happen right away, but you know, I was working towards this. A lot of things were pretty unstable, like unsteady at the time, so I wasn't able to make a video. Better late than never, I guess. Here we are. Like, I really love making videos. I have no more excuses. I just need to start making more. And I'm definitely going to try to this year. My goal is to become a true influencer. By true, I mean, I'm not trying to chase clout. I'm not trying to do it for money or fame. Nothing like that. Like, I just want to make a difference in the world in the best way I can, with whatever wisdom I can, and however I can, that being making videos. Hopefully I could become a role model to those who are younger, or even just inspire anyone that needs it. Luckily, I got away from that accident with only a couple scrapes on my shoulder. I think it's still healing up right now. Like, there's still definitely like marks and scars, I think. And I think it's just from like the seatbelt or my chain. So, I wasn't too badly hurt. I didn't even end up going to hospital right away. When my ex picked me up, her family ended up taking me to the hospital, and I remember thinking I wanted to surprise her, but not in that way. That's so sad. Like, it was even her birthday, and I felt so bad. Fast forward to around November, I ended things with my last relationship. Definitely, like, my mentality and mindset started changing after that accident. And one of my mentors told me this piece of advice, and it's really stuck with me till now, is life is too fragile to keep worrying about the little things. It's a little bit more than life is too short. Take that as you will. There were a lot of factors that played into me making this decision. We had some problems that I felt were never really resolved and reoccurring. So I definitely started prioritizing myself more. I didn't go out as much to see her. I definitely kept myself first after that accident, because I really could have died, and that would have been the end of my journey. But like I said, I did have more I wanted to do, and this is being one of them. Going into December, I ended up failing all my classes as a result of everything that's happened that semester. Is definitely mentally exhausting and rough, and I was just sticking it through. So my dad's side ends up cutting me off, like, financially. I didn't really have a place to stay anymore near my school, so I ended up moving back in with my mom's side back in LA. My mom is the one that raised me mostly. I ended up growing up with my mom, and she's really understanding of the values I have and what I want to do, and to that I'm grateful. So I've just been here since then, recuperating and taking that mental health break that I need. I took this semester off as a result of last semester as well, and I'd say I'm doing a lot better mentally than I was. I feel like I'm living life. Like, right now, like, I love life more than ever, and I'm really happy for that. Go me, let's go. I didn't really do too much during New Year's. My mom was working, and my ate, my older sister, spent her New Year's with her dad's side of the family. So it was just me and my Lola. I call her Mama. I didn't want her to be alone, so I just stayed here and celebrated with her for the countdown, and that's about all. In January, I was just settling back into my mom's place and hang out with friends. I needed that mental health break to recover from everything that's happened. Yeah, one of my outlets is hanging out with my friends, and that's why I do hang out with my friends more often than not. The people I choose to surround myself with are only my inner circle. I don't really have an outer circle, because the way I see it is, why would I waste my time making like a fake friendship when I could spend more time into developing something real. And I feel like most of my friends are ride or dies for me, as I am for them. Like, I for real love all my friends in the deepest sense. My friends have become my family, and that's what I aim for with every relationship I create. Like, I trust them so much, I love them so much. They let me stay at their place whenever I need to. I try to have them stay at my place whenever they can. You know, it's not my house, but I ask whenever I can. I really believe in everyone's goals and aspirations. I want to push them as much as they push me. In February was recruitment week for my org. I was recruitment chair, so I was responsible for most of it, into like the planning and execution. The turnout was okay. I feel like it definitely could have been better, but you know, it is what it is. I did my best. A couple weeks after that was my formals, and if you know, you know. That show was so fun. I had the time of my life, and it's definitely one for the books. It's one of my favorite memories I made, and I'm so proud to be in the org I'm in. Like, I love it. I love my org so much. In March, so this is already last month, I definitely need to start looking for a job. I applied everywhere on Indeed, but I didn't really get anything back. At the same time, you know, I'm still having fun, getting lit after my formals, just living life, as I said. But come to the end of March, the very end of March, I went to my local boba shop, asked if they're hiring, and they directed me to where I could apply to. And I got my interview within the next couple of days, and I started training the day after my interview. So, yeah. At least I'm making money now, and I'm working towards the goals I have in mind. Adulting. Hopefully, I could move back to San Marcos area spring 2023, be back in school, being more active in my org, and all of that. And that brings us to now. That was definitely a trip down memory lane. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I feel like I'm a completely different person from the last video I made. I feel like I'm in a lot better spot than I've ever been, and proof is in the progress. You know, I'm just happy I'm making progress wherever I can. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment with what you guys thought, or what you guys want to see more of. I do plan on posting more. Consider subscribing if you want more from me as well. I'll leave my socials in my bio, as well as my portfolio. I definitely have a couple videos I have planned out, and hope you guys stick around for that. Thank you all if you stuck around for the end of the video. It's your boy, Joe Noodle. Keep it real. I'm out.